All right, now that we've got this set up, back to the default view, let's go through and generate a quote. Then we'll take a look at the proposal as well once we're done. So I've got custom made's information in here right now. And since I live in North Carolina, they're in Michigan, I'm going to use my dad's address. Let's see. Oh. Anything in red is to be resolved, is to be taken care of. There are two in here that remain white, the street two and the company. There should probably be 2 asterisks there. Those are optional. You're not always going to have them, but it's important to have them if needed. City here, Reese, Michigan, 48757. Again, anything in red, try to take care of. We just try to have that in there as kind of a warning. Like just, hey, take care of me type of a thing. Preferred method of contact, very important. If someone prefers to be texted, don't try to email them or don't try to call them. Text them until they tell you otherwise. Try to get their reason for getting a quote. Maybe they just want a better clean. Maybe they want to save time. Who knows. Have they hired a cleaner before? We'll put yes. Special requests. This is where you're going to keep notes for every single one. As you talk to someone, you're going to kind of build out this special requests area, this notepad section. It's also going to show up on the proposals, so do it in a way that the client's going to see it. Customizing it here and doing it very well is going to drive home this proposal, this estimate, so that it converts into an actual paying client. Because generating the quote, sending it off to the client is really, I think, like the job isn't even halfway done yet. We still got to follow up with them afterwards and get them on the schedule and then clean them and get the paid invoice. So there's so much that goes into it yet. So selling it here, not selling it, I should say, you're entering it here as if they're going to see it, but you're entering your notes so that you show them that you were listening. Once you start the conversation, you're going to build this out over the course of it. So after you've got additional information here filled out, we're going to move on to section 1, modifiers. Everything is broken out here into 5 categories. You're only going to use 4 at any given time. The reason there are 5 is because our one-time deep clean only pricing in section 5 is priced a little bit higher than our recurring cleaning prices. Like we will offer that first clean to someone a little bit cheaper if they're interested in recurring service beyond that clean. If it's just one-time clean, you're going to get our basically standard highest rate. So, section 1, modifiers. You're going to get mileage. This is real easy because I've got a button. Oh, good thing I saw this though, because that's an incorrect zip code. That would have messed it up. We can calculate the mileage. And we're going to do that with this little green button here. It should automatically fill, and it does. So from my dad's house to the custom made's office, round trip is $45. 45 miles. The mileage cost for that is $24.75. You have total control over how much you're going to actually end up pricing if you want. We also do offer pricing consultations on this. If you have no idea what you should be charging, we have someone that can help you figure that out. We'll have an expert within the industry that is not only has tremendous experience, but also built the company himself. So you're going to get tried and true pricing information. Cleanliness on a scale of 1 to 10. Is it dirty or is it clean? 10 out of 10 is really good. 1 out of 10 is not very good. Ask the prospect this and just put down whatever they say. If they say 7, you've got 7 there. Same thing for decoration level. 1 means it's very decorated. 10 means they're a minimalist. So the idea between cleanliness and decoration, these are the only 2 you're going to have to ask for those ratings. 1 is not good, 10 is very good. Like 10 out of 10 is very good, right? So decoration level 1, being very decorated, means the house is kind of complicated. There's a lot of things set up. There's a lot of things on the walls. There's a lot of things in the corners. It's very decorated. So have the prospect give you scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being very decorated and 10 being a minimalist. What would you rate your decoration level? That's how I would present it to them. Now we're going to figure out, is this a one-time clean or are they going to be with us regularly? It only allows 1 selection here. Otherwise, it'll give you an error. It also gives you an error if I scroll down if nothing is checked here. Let's say bi-weekly. So now the default, we move on to square footage. This section it might be kind of confusing. We get the square foot here. So it's defaults at 1501. However big that is, we'll say 2500. It fills out there. That is for basically, if it was like a 900 square foot space, let me just see if it'll do it right here. 900, it offers a discount. So 1500, there's a discount. 1501, there's not a discount. So if it's bigger than 1501, nothing matters, or nothing applies, I should say. So if it's smaller, they get a little bit of a discount. So let's put it back to 2500. Other discounts is going to primarily be left blank until you come to the end of the conversation and you want to offer a discount. We will get there. I'll show you what I mean when we get to the end. We're going to go through this fully just so I show you the whole process. Now we've got section 1 done. Let's go to section 2. Section 2 are the first clean customizations. No matter if they're a recurring client or if they're a one-time client, they're going to get a first clean from us. So we've got our square foot already filled out. It takes it from where we entered before. We try to eliminate like duplicating entries. So if you enter it once somewhere, it's going to show up where it should elsewhere. Below that, we've got windows, blinds, and wall washing. Here you're going to enter in the number of rooms they want this done in. Ask them point blank, hey, are you going to want windows, blinds, and wall washing done? If they say, yeah, that sounds great, say, how many rooms would you like that done in? Asking it this way, let's say if they say 3. Asking it this way, you're going to be able to go 3, 3, and 3. Because they want the windows done in 3 rooms, the blinds done in those same rooms, those walls done in those same rooms. Make them tell you that they don't have blind, or that they don't want the blinds done, or they don't want the walls done. Clarify what you mean. Say, okay, we're going to do windows, blinds, and wall washing in each of these 3 rooms. For that case, you would put 3, 3, and 3. If they were to say, I want windows done in all 3, but no blinds and no wall washing, that's 3, 0, 0. Okay? Let's leave it at 3, 3, and 3. Let's say they also want the fridge and stove done. That is just a checkbox. If they have 2 stoves, it goes, you just add half an hour to it. For now, I mean, there's been like 2 people that we've ever had at Custom Aids that said they've had 2 fridges and 2 stoves. Otherwise, we did it the next time. Cleanliness takes our mark from above. Same with decoration level. Below that, we get our estimated total hours. It takes the sum of what we have here in this middle column, and it rounds up to the nearest hour, giving us about 7 hours. So when we see this 7, we tell the prospects typically it's going to take about 5 to 7 hours to clean your house, based on what we know like already. You don't need to explain this to them yet. This is really just like a good piece of information for you to know as you're going along, because they're going to, if they have pushback on pricing, you can break it down for them and whatnot. Even though you don't do hourly pricing, at the end of the day, clients want to be given an hourly price, and this will show you that as well. Even though this is basically a la carte, you're taking an order here, because now we've gotten from section 1 and section 2, those are our basic information. We have section 3 and section 4. This is where we begin to customize it all. So that 2,500 square foot is taken from that first spot where we entered it. The number of bedrooms. Well, let's say this one has 4 bedrooms. Let's make it big. We'll say 5 bedrooms. So they want the windows done only, windows, blinds, and wall washing only done in 3 of them, in 3 rooms altogether. So all rooms combined is what you're going to ask them here. Now we begin to break it down. Ask them again. Okay, so you said it's a 2,500 square foot house. How many bedrooms does it have? Now you're going to begin entering it here. You have to, even though you included a bedroom here, you need to enter it here. You're still taking the order, like on, you're sizing up the entire dwelling, the entire residence. You need to know it. 5 bedrooms, they've got 1 main bathroom. Let's say there are 2 full baths and there's, whoa, can you imagine? 1 half bath. We also want our kitchen done. We want the living room done. We want the dining room done. And we do have 1 pet. Let's make it 2. We have 2 pets. Okay. This section 3 is quite standard of the customizations. I know that's kind of confusing. It's just, we all know how unique each house cleaning client is. So section 1 and section 2 it's our basic information. That might as well be just regular client information, right? Section 3 and section 4 is when we begin to truly drill down, begin to customize it, and understand what those rooms look like. So moving on to section 4, once we complete this, we're done with our quote. We have all the information we need. We do want our basement done. We have 1 closet. I don't know how, yeah, 1 closet. Entryway is part of that dining room part. It's kind of weird how ours goes together. No Florida room. There's no halls or foyers, no home offices because that was part of the bedroom count. There's no in-home gym or salon, no kitchenettes. There is a laundry room. There is a loft. No mini bars, no morning rooms, no mud rooms. There is a pantry we would like to have done. No playroom, no sitting room. There is a staircase. And we don't want our utility room done. We've got everything now. Remember that we had this estimated total hours. That number 7 also shows up over here because that first clean is going to be the same no matter what, right? You're still going to have to spend the same amount of hours there regardless if they want to move on to a recurring service or not. So this is really a duplicated section of section 2, except it gives you the price, right? So this person wanted a bi-weekly rate though, so we're going to completely ignore section 5. We never share the base price with a prospect. That's just there for you to know. If it comes up during conversation, you can share that with them, but we really just stick it. Like we say, hey, the pantry costs $5. You want us to do that? Yes or no? We'll let them know of this. But without showing this to them, we don't really give them the base price. On the proposal, they get the price per visit and that first clean price. Oh, I forgot to put in decoration level. It's certainly not that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's way higher. All right, perfect. This is quite a juicy quote. I was kind of doing this on purpose. So now we have our first clean price if they're recurring with our price per visit. So it only makes sense that that first clean price is under that price per visit count. So that first time we come out, it's going to be $560. After that, it'll be $348.75. If you see this, you can round it up to $350, no problem. The way I like to do that is when you go to a gas station, when you swipe a card and ask them if they would like to round up. If they don't want to do it, that's okay. $348.75 is their price. If they do round up, this is what's wild. This is why they do it, all those other companies. If you want to round up to $350, that's $1.25 that they would round up. You are claiming that as the company. You are getting that income, increasing that invoice amount. But because they rounded up for donation, you can take that $1.50 and deduct it on your taxes the upcoming year and deduct your taxable income, even though you got the money. You're still going to pay those charities that you sign up with, but because that money passes through, you get to use it right away before you send it off. It's a huge advantage there, a huge advantage on decreasing your taxable income at the end of the year. Now, I can't really tell if I shared too much there and got off topic. I am by zero means a tax expert. I had a tax friend tell me that, so the wording on that probably is not right. First thing you should do if you're interested in hearing after that, go to Google, learn about it yourself, ask your expert that you already have in-house or the one that you team up with. I probably should have saved that for another video. Okay, so $348.75. Remember in the beginning when I mentioned that mileage number and then the discounts, that other section? So here it's calculating $24.75 and it's saying $348.75. Let me write this down. So we're still wanting to calculate the mileage, but we have another section where we can still log it, but take away this amount. So here you can say, well, hold on, let me see what I can do. We have this spring promotion for our new clients. Let me go on here. Other discounts. You see on here, this mileage up here is a $24.75. Well, let's take it off, entering it here, minus $24.75. So it shows up here, but then it subtracts it then here. So now that first clean is staying the same, but it has dropped our visit price by that $24.75. You don't have to do that full amount, right? You can type in whatever you want here. If you want to offer a $5 discount, oops, I'm in the wrong spot. $5 discount, it shows it there. $10.74, there you go as well. $100 discount, I don't know why you would, but you can. You definitely can. So my recommendation, lead with this price. You're going to tell them, hey, we'll adjust the invoice accordingly if we're not there nearly as long as we actually think we are. Some people's houses are quite easy to clean. Some folks, you don't even know what you're walking into. It's impossible to quote someone's home without seeing it. I mean, it's impossible to quote it without seeing it and get it exactly right every single time. This quoting tool will get you close, okay? If you're unsure about your pricing, or you think maybe for your area, some of these numbers could be different, you can change them as well. And the first place I would start is over here in sections 3 and 4. You see how much is being charged for one bedroom, one bathroom, one main bathroom, one full bathroom, one half bath. Kitchen, living room, dining room, pets. You can change it. If you want to charge $20 a pet, you can change that. We're going to leave this open so that you have that control, because we know every market area is different. If like Bay City is going to be completely different than Houston, Texas, and Phoenix, Arizona. So this will get you very close. If you need a pricing consultation, we have that available as well. Drop a comment below. We're going to reach out to you. We don't have a link for this. It's very specialized, and we will get in touch with you and set that up. Can use that time to even further customize this for your company, not changing anything with the sections or anything like that. But for example, maybe it takes you 15 minutes to clean a stove and not 30 minutes, stuff like that. Once you have this quote, you also have a proposal to send. That is down here on the bottom. If you don't see what I'm talking about here, for some reason, it's probably because I got sloppy and put this on YouTube without taking it back down. But if you don't see this, it means we've added this to like the premium offering. Generating a proposal will be like an upsell or an upgrade. This is what it looks like, and it is just very simple. Once we have it here, you can press Command P to print. That's on landscape. We would make it portrait. You have a front and back proposal. Here's your special requests where they show up, and then a breakdown of everything. I'm going to get out of here. That you filled out on this order form, basically. Okay, so going back, it shows the client information, the address, their contact information, their frequency, the area, estimated square foot. It needs to be this. Estimated hours, how long it's going to take. Again, we will say like 5 to 7 hours if this shows 7 here. We're aiming high for it. We've got general and additional information. We've got the rooms, the bathrooms, like the main rooms. Then we've got our windows, blinds, wall washing, inside the stove, pets, basement, closet, entryway, all that good stuff. Then we've got our special requests. Then for pricing, we've got our first clean and price per visit if they are recurring. If they're not, these will go blank and first clean only will show up. Let me switch that to green. You have everything you need to deliver an incredible estimate, an incredible proposal, so that they turn into paying clients.